if Madhya Pradesh does go to the BJP kitty, and by the looks of it, it will go to the BJP kitty, there's something to be said about Shivraj Singh Chauhan. I mean, he'll be the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh for the 5th time. People talk about a fatigue factor, boredom. वो fatigue or boredom नहीं है फिर. I mean, you get tired of seeing the same guy, but you say, all right, it's like saying, you know, my mama, he's been my mama for the last, 40 years. Well, am I tired of seeing him? Yes, but I still trust him.
Yeah, so there was
that's what it is looking like to me. I don't know whether this fatigue factor and the boredom factor works anymore. That's the question actually I'm asking.
I think it does. I think that the people of Madhya Pradesh actually did not want the BJP government to repeat. I again say this on your show, this was a 140 plus election for the Congress. The mistakes that they have made is astounding, which I'll speak about. But I think the Congress now has to be very, very careful on one thing. If Madhya Pradesh goes the way it is going right now and the BJP increases its lead and forms a strong government in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh will be difficult for Congress to form a government despite a majority.
Why do you say that?
I understand politics. I understand politics very well.
But look at the numbers on your screens, 49 and 30. That's all. I mean...
Real politics doesn't work on that.
So what are you telling me?
I am saying the Congress has to be very alert and the Congress will now have to sit and reflect. Why is it that time after time, in states where they could win elections, who are the people who are going in those states and making sure that the Congress do? So you have to see your ticket distribution. Kamal Nath fought a fantastic fight. But you got to understand that each state is separate. You can't have one issue pan-India. It doesnent work. So, like I said, the OBC didn't work. You can't go OBC in Madhya Pradesh. It doesn't work. Shivraj Singh Chauhan is OBC. Babulal Gaur was OBC. Uma Bharti was OBC. So you got to understand the strategies you're making. Those have to be...
I want to come back to a point you made. You said that if the BJP wins
and
Madhya Pradesh...
And I'm pro-Congress. I vote Congress, just for the record.
If the BJP, and I want to get Smita Gupta on this as well, if the BJP wins Madhya Pradesh and
with a bigger margin.
With a bigger margin, with a decent margin, you are saying that despite the Congress becoming the single largest party in Chhattisgarh...
No, majority. Forget single largest.
Achha, you're saying majority mil jaye, to bhi they will not be able to form a government.
They will form the government.
And gir jayega, 6 mahine mein.
In if BJP wins 2024, which I don't think they will win 2024.
Smita Gupta, that is Tehseen Poonawalla's analysis this morning. Do you agree with it? Do you see that happening?
Well, it depends on the margin of victory in Chhattisgarh. If it is just over the halfway mark or a little over the halfway mark, it will always be in danger. It will have to have a fairly big margin of victory over the BJP. Because we have seen, if you recall the last set of, this very set of assembly elections, the Congress party had won Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. What happened in Madhya Pradesh? You had Jyotiraditya Scindia leaving, and then, I mean, the complete turnaround. I mean, the BJP engineered a coup over there. It didn't look as though it was possible initially, but it did happen. So that is a factor that cannot, ever be ruled out. So, but I just add something to what Tehseen said. I think it'll hinge on the margin of victory, the number of seats that the Congress wins over the halfway mark. Will that make it possible or impossible for the BJP to turn things around?
Okay, so the victory margin both in Madhya Pradesh and in Chhattisgarh is what will determine Chhattisgarh's fate.
But if Madhya Pradesh is a bigger margin of victory, say it's not 100 and what it is now, 101, 120, say it's 130 odd for BJP. The pressure on Congress, despite a majority, post-2024, if BJP comes to power, and Modi ji and Amit Shah ji are again in power, will be very difficult for Congress to keep a Chhattisgarh government.
Can I quickly then ask Mr. Khan what he feels of your analysis? Mr. Khan, Tehseen is sounding a khatre ki ghanti for you, even if you win.
Advance. And don't take me as an enemy. I'm a friend, so I'm warning this will happen.
Khatre ki ghanti, even before the election.
Everyone attacks me, BJP attacks me, Congress attacks me. I want BJP.
Which means you're doing something right. If both parties attack you.
But I want Congress to
That's
win.
the way I look at it.
I want them to win.
Tum sangi ho, tum bike hue, which means you're doing something right. If people start,
I'm
if the
telling
troll
you.
army comes and tells you that, you're doing your job. Mr. Khan, go ahead, please.
I think Mr. Poonawalla has his own analysis, or I think it should be, he's predicting the future. I think he's imagining, I think he has analyzed this after thinking a lot. I think there's no possibility. In the past, I think he's saying this because looking at the past experiences, like how Madhya Pradesh has been toppled, how Karnataka has been toppled, how Maharashtra, what BJP has done in Maharashtra. But I'm quite confident that we are winning in all 4 states. Still, I'm hopeful for Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. We definitely are leading and forming the government in Chhattisgarh and Telangana. So, I am a very positive person, and we have led a very positive campaign, a pro-people campaign. Our leaders
is the fear for Telangana now
worked very
over,
hard
Mr.
in
Khan?
these elections. To my understanding.
वो ठीक है. Mr. Khan, is the
What
fear
fear?
over in Telangana? But because there was a fear in Telangana, if the victory margin, till yesterday at least there was this fear that if the victory margin is not great, then there could be some attempt at poaching by the BJP, which is why DK Shivakumar right now as we speak is in Taj Krishna in Hyderabad, which is why as we speak there are at least 3 resorts that have been booked near the Bangalore airport. Is that fear as far as Telangana is concerned over, given that the BRS is at 41 and the Congress is at 66, which means the lead has been completely solidified and the trends are out in all 119 seats?
You know, looking at the scenario, political scenario of the country for past 8-9 years, this has been happening. I'll use a better word, that in politics you have to be very alert and attentive. It's not fair. You have to be attentive. You have to see what's happening. So it's good if we are attentive and we are looking. But I think in Telangana and Chhattisgarh we have consolidated our lead, and we are leading quite well right now, and this is going to transform into results. And I'll again say I'm very hopeful for Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan again. So there's no fear. I think we are attentive and we have to be careful. Look what has happened with us in the past 8-9 years.
Hopeful that the day will end well. No, we can all be hopeful. It's a good thing to be hopeful and optimistic, but we have to be realistic also. Just take a look at the numbers. Anyhow, Mr. Shekhar Angra, you're representing the BJP